My grandma always said, friends are for coffee dates. They're not people you bring around your man. And I agree. The truth is, almost all women look at their friends and compare when it comes to looks, weight, and lifestyle. If you bring your friends to your house and they see that you have a better lifestyle, they will deep down want to take what you have. If they can't achieve it themselves, don't give anyone the chance to. Mistake number one that I made was letting a childhood friend stay over at my house for weeks while I was married. Never ever let a woman sleep in your home, even if it's for a day or two. I did this because she had no place to stay. I wanted to be kind and help out. Learn from me, don't do it. To summarize the story, her and I are very different. I'm a stay-at-home wife. She's very career-oriented and she's very successful. Before meeting my man, she was very Miss Independent, didn't believe in traditional roles. And then after, staying at our place and seeing my lifestyle, she all of a sudden also wanted a man that pays for everything and lets her stay at home. It got to the point where she would post stories and repost videos of traditional women talking about being housewives. She would always tell me how much she wishes she had a man like mine and how lucky I am. Even worse was that she was trying to get my husband to start driving her places and even pay for her. Another thing that started getting my attention is that she would slowly, start wearing revealing tops, and she wasn't even going out anywhere. She was sitting home with us. Of course, I didn't let this slide. I felt like it was time to have a chat with her because the intentions are off. Like every girl in this situation, she denied, got upset, and left my home. This is when she started to look for a man that was similar to mine outside. I won't go on with all the stories, but I'll give an example. When she messaged me a photo of a guy she saw at the bar, she said, "Hey, this guy looks just like your man." I agreed, he did look just like my man. And she proceeded to tell me she's going to try and get him. Now, I do have an issue with this because before I was married to my husband, she said I could do better, I can get a better looking guy, that I was out of his league. And now all of a sudden she's at the bars sending me photos of men that look like my husband and letting me know she's going to try and hit on them. And guys, trust me, I've known her for years. I've seen the men she had dated. They look nothing like mine. I also want to make it clear, I don't have an issue with someone looking at my lifestyle and wanting the same. I do have an issue when someone expects my husband to be their husband too, just because he has money. Also, I don't have an issue with women showing their chest, especially if they're going out with friends, clubs, bars, I don't care. But if I invite you to sit at my home with my man being the only person there, and you come revealing your body, it's sketchy to me. I don't know, it's just sketchy. I would never show up to my friend's home, with just her man there and have my chest out, unless I wanted him to look at it. Mistake number 2 I made was staying friends with someone that has a past with homewrecking. Just because she's your friend and hasn't done it to you does not mean she won't go after your man. Just because she's married does not mean she won't go after your man. Just because she hasn't done homewrecking for years does not mean she won't try and get with your man. I've known this girl for years. She met my husband for the first time on our wedding day, and guys, she had no issues trying to flirt with my man on my wedding day in front of me. Obviously, I'm happy my man did not entertain it, but I see women do this a lot to other women, and I really want to touch up on this topic. The sad thing about a lot of men is that they're so easy. One little compliment, and they're all over the place, trying to get more and more, even if it leads them to disrespect their own partner. Trust me, the only reason a friend or a stranger is flirting with your man in front of you is because they want to see if you really got a good guy by you. They want to feel that the guys you get, they can also easily get. It's all a game of ego. If your man entertains her, she will believe that she's on your level. She will also know your man is not all that and can easily be taken away from you. Now, obviously, I haven't talked to this friend since my wedding day, and then out of nowhere she pops back into our lives, reminding me of her existence by adding him on social media. If someone wants access to your man, they will be adding him on social media. It's the easiest way to continue to communicate. If he posts a story of, a vacation in Mexico, she can now pretend to have an innocent conversation and ask him about the best bars in Mexico when she truly does not care. It's almost a way for them to, be in a room alone, have a conversation without anyone else knowing. Guys, there's no reason to ever add your friend's man. If he adds you, that's fine, but don't go out of your way searching for him, adding him, or even messaging him. These boundaries should be applied to everyone. As long as your girlfriend is doing good and she's happy, that's all that should matter to you. Her man is not your friend. Now, I know not everyone agrees with me on this topic, and some might say it was just a follow, it's no big deal. I tried making the same excuse for her, but even after he didn't follow her and removed her from following him, she refollowed him like a few days later again. I don't know. I mean, I just trust my gut feeling. Like, if I feel like something's off, then it's off. Especially with this situation. I mean, years ago, I thought she has changed. Clearly not. But years ago, she did have a past. She has told me that she has a kink for taken men and has history, obviously, getting involved with taken men. I've seen it. But again, it was like years ago. We're talking like early 20s, 19, 20, 21. Since then, I haven't really heard anything from it. She seemed like she has changed, but I guess maybe not. I don't know. Now, the last thing you need to understand is that even when you have a bad partner, your friends may still want him. My grandma's story is a great example, unfortunately, in our culture. Abuse is normalized, especially in the country she had lived in. Her first husband beat her, he beat the kids, he insulted her, was cheating on her with random women. Unfortunately, she had still stayed. Her best friend would always ask her about her husband. My grandma was honest with her. She would tell her all the marriage problems that they were going through. And her friend, she was always there. She was always listening. She was always asking questions. And she would tell her, that she should leave him, that she deserves better. My grandma didn't leave because in our culture it's a shame to be divorced or to be a single mother, so she dealt with it. There was a period where her ex-husband wouldn't work and had some type of illness, which I personally think he faked. So my grandma started taking care of the bills and working 24/7. Their situation was so bad that they couldn't even put enough food on the table for the kids, but her best friend came to the rescue. She worked in a restaurant and would start coming into her house, bringing them food. Now, this may seem innocent, as if she was genuinely trying to help her, but this was her way to get closer to my grandma's ex-husband. Eventually, it got to the point that while my grandma was working, her best friend would show up bringing him food without anyone knowing that she was in that house. She started getting close to the ex-husband, telling him how he deserved better, how he should be leaving my grandma, and she's the one holding him back, basically insulting her behind her back. This whole cheating thing was going on for quite a long time. Unfortunately, the only way they got caught was because my father and his sister caught them sleeping together. It's just sad. She was basically coming over, doing whatever behind her friend's back, and my grandma was just there paying for everything. Finally, she decided it was time to leave him, but in order to take the kids with her to a different country, he needed to agree to a divorce and sign a contract that he allows her to leave with the kids. The country she lived in did not care if she was abused or cheated on, and to this day, women don't have rights there. So he told her if she signs away her home, the one she fully paid for, if she signs this home away to him, she can leave. She sadly agreed, and a few days later, he moved her best friend in with him. Not only did her friend betray her by sleeping with her ex-husband while knowing he was beating her and cheating on her, she also wanted a share of that house that belonged to my grandma when he passed away. Anyways, to end the story, my grandma sold the house, and her friend got nothing out of it, besides the stuff that she stole from her. But yeah, I'll tell you what, I do believe that good, genuine friends exist, but in order to find those friends, you need to know their history, morals, values, mindset. The only women you should allow in your home or around your man are like-minded women. But please be aware that many women still lie and claim they would never take someone's man, but they still do it. To end the video, just remember that a man cannot be stolen away from you unless he wants to be stolen, yeah? If he wants to cheat, he will, regardless if it's your friend or stranger, but you need to protect your home and your space from leeches that want to take what you have away from you. And the first step is to control who you're friends with and who you allow in your home. As they say, it's better to trust your enemies instead of your friends, because at least you know your enemy's intentions. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I missed you guys so much. I haven't been posting. I think the last time I posted was like a year ago. My life has been a crazy mess. There's so much going on right now. But I will be posting more. I am slowly coming back and things are getting like back to the way they should be. So truly, I appreciate everyone who messaged me and asked me if I'm okay and how I'm doing, and all the people who are still like rewatching my videos. Really, I appreciate you so much.